All right. The chapter we're reading today is Shh, what's that? And what I like to do is I like to refresh my memory to get myself ready to read. Yesterday we read Pass the Marshmallows, Please. Ooh yeah, yummy. They were making like s'mores and hot dogs over fire. And Freddy made one with 3 marshmallows. And then right at the end of the chapter, they were going to tell some scary stories. And my prediction was they heard something in the woods because the chapter said, or the chapter's called Shh, what's that? Okay. We sat around the campfire for a while telling ghost stories. Actually, Robbie told the stories and my dad and I listened. I didn't want Robbie to think I was a baby, so I pretended that I wasn't scared, even though I was sure some of his stories were going to give me nightmares. Good thing I had found my shark head flashlight. I was definitely going to need it tonight. Okay. Those are some great stories, Robbie, said my dad. Where did you learn them? Oh, I read them in different books. Even though Robbie is only in 1st grade, he is so smart he can read almost anything. Didn't you like those stories, Freddy? Yeah. They were, super, I said, faking a smile. What I really thought was they were super scary. I think it's time to put out the fire and climb into our sleeping bags, my dad said. Well, just pour some lake water onto the fire because we don't want to leave any of it burning overnight. You have to make sure there's not even an ember still burning. We doused the fire. Ooh, that's a good word. Doused. We doused the fire with water, and we were just about to get into our sleeping bags when I said, wait. Okay, you know what I think? Since we need more vocab words, I think we're going to add this to our bingo sheet. We doused the fire with water. What do you think that means? Doused. We doused the fire with water. Wait. What is it, Freddy? I have to go to the bathroom. So go. What is it? What do you mean? Or no, where is it? What do you mean, where is it? I mean, where's the bathroom? My dad pointed to the bushes. I don't see a bathroom over there. My dad started laughing. What's so funny? Freddy, my dad said, chuckling. We're in the wilderness. We're out in the wilderness. If you have to go to the bathroom, then you go in the bushes. The bushes? Yep, the bushes. But what if some small animal tries to bite me when I'm going to the bathroom? Now it was Robbie's turn to laugh. Ha 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 ha. That's hilarious, Freddy. He was laughing so hard that he was holding his side. I'm serious. No animal is going to bite you, my dad said. Just take your flashlight with you and set it on the ground so you can see. Oh boy. That's so funny. Are you sure? I'm sure. Now hurry up before you have an accident in your pants. I ran behind the bushes. I went to the bathroom as quickly as I had ever in my whole life. And I was back in my sleeping bag in a flash. Did you even go? My dad asked. Yes, I went, and I went really, really fast. Hey, turn on your flashlight, Freddy, said Robbie. I think I see the Big Dipper. Really? Where? I lay down on my sleeping bag and looked at the stars. Right there, Robbie said, pointing up at the sky. See? It looks sort of like a spoon. Oh yeah, I see it now. Isn't that the Little Dipper over there? Asked my dad. It looked just like the Big Dipper, only smaller, I said. Is that why they call it the Little Dipper? Robbie said, teasing me. So here's Freddy. I'm guessing this was after he went to the bathroom. And he just decided to dart back to his sleeping bag because he was scared. I gave him a playful punch in the arm. Be quiet. Oh, look over there, Robbie continued. You can see Orion's belt. You guys, we learned about this in the beginning of the year, remember? Those constellations. It looks like a line of 3 stars in a row. Wow. I've never seen so many stars in my whole life, I said in amazement. This is so cool. Well, I hate to break up the party, but it's time to go to bed now, boys. Do we have to, Dad? All right, I'm just going to show you the picture. Here they are looking at all the stars. Now remember, they're not in a tent because they weren't able to put it together. So they're just laying on top of the tarp in their sleeping bags. I'm afraid so. It's getting pretty late, and you two certainly have a busy day. Had a busy day. You must be exhausted. I know I am. Come to think of it, I am too, I said, yawning. Oh, that makes me want to yawn. Good night, Dad. Good night, Robbie. Good night, Freddy. Good night, Mr. Thresher. Good night, boys. When Robbie and my dad rolled over, I pulled my sleeping bag over my head and secretly turned on my shark head flashlight. Who was I kidding? No matter how tired I was never going to be able to fall asleep out here. I am afraid of the dark at home, and there aren't a lot of strange noises in my bedroom. Out here, there was one creepy noise after the next. I was lying there as still as possible, just listening to the sounds of the night, when all of a sudden I heard crunch, crunch, crunch. It sounded like footsteps in the dry leaves. I lay here frozen in fear. I wanted to reach out to my dad, but I couldn't move a muscle. The footsteps sounded like they were getting even closer. Crunch, crunch, crunch. My mouth was dry and my heart was beating 1,000,000 miles a minute. Crunch, crunch, crunch. The creature was walking right next to my sleeping bag now. I held my breath. The sound must have woken up my dad because I felt him touch my leg. Dad, are you awake? I managed to say from the inside of my sleeping bag. Yes, he whispered. Do you hear that? Yeah, stay very, very still. Why? What is it? A bear. A bear? Was he kidding? How could he be so calm? He's just looking for some food. He'll be gone in a minute. Now my heart was beating so hard. Okay, if I was Freddy's dad, I don't think I would have told him it was a bear, because now he's going to be freaked out. He said my heart was beating so hard I thought it was going to pop out of my chest. A bear? Okay. Here's how freaked out he is. The author drew, or the illustrator drew his eyes super big. Let's see what we have left here. Let's see the last page. A real live bear just walked past my sleeping bag. After what seemed like forever, the sound of the footsteps got quieter as the bear disappeared into the woods. When I couldn't hear them anymore, I poked my head in the side. I poked my dad in the side. Is it gone? Yeah, he's gone. I peeked out of the sleeping bag. Just wait till I tell Max Sellers about this. He's never gonna believe me. Good thing Robbie was here to witness. I don't think Robbie's gonna be much help, my dad said, laughing. Why not? See for yourself. I stuck my head out of the sleeping bag and looked over at Robbie, and there he was, bundled up, snoring away. Oh my goodness, he didn't even know there was a bear there. My dad and I burst out laughing. I can't believe he slept through that whole thing. P.U., you stink. So, shh, what's that? It was a bear. P.U., that you stink. My guess in this chapter, they're going to come across what? Maybe a skunk? Or maybe they stink because they haven't showered? We'll have to wait and see. So far, though, does Freddy want to go home or is he sticking around? So far, he's sticking through the night. We'll see if that continues that way.